We're joined here now by U.S. Senator Bill Cassidy to get an overall update on some important issues this morning. Thanks for being here this morning.
Karen, thanks for having me.
Really wonderful for you to be here. I'm going to start now with the opioid crisis. You know, the Trump administration declaring it a national emergency. You actually were in town yesterday to hit CATA. You know, tell me what that was like. What did you learn there?
Incredibly positive. There's a woman who's made a video for them, and her mother was an addict, and she says she was born into addiction. She's 9 years old. She has her first drink of alcohol. Methamphetamines given to her by a relative at age 12. And her life just spiraling. She had a child that changed her life. She wanted to come clean. She thought she was just going to die an addict. She went to CATA, and they were able to put her into a treatment program. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm giving you the Reader's Digest version. But now she's in recovery for years and helping others, raising her child, reestablish the good relationship. Fantastic story, gives hope to others.
And it really goes to show that these treatment can help. Is that how you feel?
Totally. Totally. If somebody's out there and she or he is an addict, you just have to recognize you can come off these drugs. And so it is not a death sentence. It is something from which you can emerge.
Yeah.
So absolutely there is hope.
There is hope. Now, let's talk money. You know, the tax reform bill, what's going on? What's the latest?
Yeah, so the Tax Cut and Jobs Act bill working for America. If you look at Louisiana, of all the states, we're the sixth most that benefits. I remember speaking to the Golden family that owns Builder Supply. They saw such a positive benefit that they gave their employees a bonus. They went out and bought new equipment, so they now anticipate more work, and they gave bonuses and new equipment in anticipation of that work. Think about that. More money in your paycheck,
right,
but also creating employment all the way down for all those folks that build those concrete trucks.
Right.
Now, that's what we're seeing across the nation. As unemployment falls, employment rises, more money in people's paycheck, wages are starting to rise. That is a great thing.
That is a great thing. That is a great thing. A lot of wonderful things going on. One of the things you and I were just talking about, Steve Gleason. Tell me about this. This is a beautiful story, I have to say.
Yeah, it really is. For folks who are a Saints fan, you may remember that Steve Gleason blocked a punt against the Falcons. First game back in the Superdome after Hurricane Katrina. Great football hero. But Steve Gleason developed Lou Gehrig's disease. And you walk in, and he's lost his voice. He's in a wheelchair. He just cannot move, except for his eyes. You walk in expecting to feel sorry for him, and you walk out inspired. He's taken his illness, worked with Microsoft to develop hardware and software that he can blink, and his pre-recorded voice speaks.
Wow.
So we passed legislation that I sponsored that permanently allows those who are on Medicare with ALS to have access to this hardware and software.
Wow.
We're trying to get him a Congressional Gold Medal of Honor. You need 2/3 of the Senate, 2/3 of the House, not given very often, to honor him, not for being the football hero,
right,
for being the disability hero. An ambassador to everyone that even though you have ALS, you can still live. And if you have ALS, you can have hope. And we are halfway there in the Senate. We expect to get all the way to the votes we need very shortly. If the House brings it along, he'll get the Congressional Gold Medal.
That will be beautiful, and we will definitely be following along with that. I can't thank you enough for coming in, updating us, letting us know what's going on. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.